India is influencing world affairs. Its role is bigger than neutrality. Swiss Ambassador Ralph Hickner on India's role in the ongoing conflict in Europe, navigating the Middle East crisis and the free trade agreement. The conversation was moderated by Subhajit Roy, diplomatic editor, The Indian Express. On Modi's visit to Ukraine, diplomacy is complicated. Success isn't certain. Seeing PM Modi move in this direction, being courageous and showing action is great. This will be good for Ukraine, Russia, the US, and Europe. Switzerland's ambassador Ralph Heckner, who has been in India since 2020, has witnessed the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine war, among other global events. When Switzerland had hosted the peace summit in Ukraine in June, he had worked on India's participation at the conference. Heckner, a career diplomat, is best placed to explain navigation of the Gaza-Israel conflict, how he saw India's role in Europe with the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine, and how the Indian government is navigating the geopolitics of the day. On India's current geopolitical influence, India is not the India is not the India of after independence. India is growing power. India is influencing world affairs in a way that a country like Switzerland is not doing when it comes to geopolitics. Subhajit Roy, what's been the highlight of your 4 years in India? With COVID, there was no connectivity and there were no flights. So, connectivity was established a year and a half after it was interrupted. And now we are waiting for India to fly to Switzerland. We have been administrating more visas last year than before COVID. And this year, we may go up to 2,20,000 visas. That means every third or fourth visa that the Swiss Federal Department of Foreign Affairs is issuing worldwide is being issued in Delhi. The free trade agreement was signed in March this year after years of negotiations, and that was the highlight of my 4 years. Last October, we launched an innovation platform with India, where Indian universities, Swiss universities, technical high schools, and innovative businesses are coming together to do practical innovation that you can use for the people of India, Switzerland, and the world. And the ambition is even bigger. We would like to establish an innovation institute in Bangalore, which would be the first time that the Swiss government would invest in such an institution. Subhajit Roy, Switzerland, hosted the Ukraine Peace Conference recently. What do you make of India's participation and Prime Minister Modi's visit to Ukraine? For me, this year, the Ukraine Peace Conference was the most important diplomatic event between Switzerland and India. The Swiss Foreign Minister who the Swiss foreign minister was here at the end of January and met the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. We had the State Secretary of Foreign Affairs from Switzerland meeting with the then Secretary West Pavan Kapoor. India participated in the Ukraine Peace Conference. Pavan Kapoor, who is now the Deputy National Security Advisor, is very knowledgeable person. He was ambassador to Russia and he also knows Ukraine well. The fact that India participated was highly important and highly appreciated. Now, to see India continuing to step up and using its influence, PM Modi post election was in Italy and Russia. He went to Poland, then Ukraine. So it's great to see that this government is now investing in diplomacy. After 4 years here, I feel that what Minister Jaishankar wrote in his book about India being a little bit like Hanuman. who, as he writes, was strong. But Hanuman did not understand how strong he was until he realized how strong he was. Then he freed the wife of Lord Rama. Diplomacy is trying your best for a good cause. Diplomacy is complicated and success is not certain. So, seeing Prime Minister Modi move in this direction, being courageous and showing action is great. This will be good for Ukraine and the Ukrainian people. It will be good for Russia and the Russian people. It will be good for Europe. It will be good for the US. It will be good for the global south. So if we and thank so if we and thanks to India find a peaceful negotiated solution to this conflict, the consequences will only be positive. Subhajit Roy, India's primary objection to not signing the joint communique was that Russia, one of the principal stakeholders of the conflict, was not there at the peace summit. Is India going to play the role of an intermediary to get Russia on board for the peace summit next time? It was always clear that it needs two, two to tango, and that means that Russia needed to be present. Switzerland tried a peace process, and I think that is also why President Zelensky asked the Swiss government to organize this peace conference. We made it clear that Russia needs to be part of peace negotiations. This was the first shot, and it had the objective to have a large number of countries together occupying a space of peace. Now, what is the sequence of this? It can be a second conference. It can also be a second stream of diplomatic activities coming from other countries, maybe India or Russia. So, you would have one stream Ukraine Switzerland Peace Conference, another one maybe involving Russia and other countries, and then those two streams of negotiation for the next conference. You would have maybe another country that is organizing the conference, and countries like India bringing the Russian into the process. But at this point, what will be follow up is open for countries like India to fill the place. India definitely has a role to play.